Okay, so now with the fucking of either Kevin or Connor. So Kevin, what
Fight.
do? You are lower in initiative.
Yeah. So he has a gun.
You have a sword
He's
in your
going
hand that's
to-
dripping with blood.
Yeah. So he's going to go main action. Full defensive dodge. Spend 1 blood point for celerity to just.
I think we
him.
decided
You
we
can't.
don't apply.
Yeah.
We don't allow that anymore.
Yeah, we decided full defense is literally your full turn instead of technically getting more actions from Solar.
So, you know what? 1 celerity to dodge, 1 main action to grapple.
Okay.
Case.
You don't have enough celerity to literally dodge bullets, but if you're in point blank, that means you can dodge at difficulty 8, because you can just twist out of the way of the barrel. But it is hard.
Yeah.
Because you're,
Yeah.
not as fast as you would really need to be to do this right, Matrix style.
Yep.
So, Connor.
I think he will go for 2-3 bursts at his head.
Hero we deserve.
Okay, so let's start. It would be first one 8, difficulty 6.
Wait, why 8? Are you putting a lot of into that?
I have 11 in total,
Uh-huh.
plus 2 for the 3-round burst.
So you're putting 6 of your actual dice into the first one and then splitting the other with smaller attacks, right?
No, I was going to do just 2 bursts.
Oh, I thought you said 3. Okay, fair enough. 2 it is.
3
then.
round burst. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
It was weird. It was just weird on how he.
So
ended
you
up
say
doing something else.
dodge at 8.
Yes.
Dodged successfully. Shoot again though.
Yes.
Yes.
What is you?
Would-
Do you have a specialty for firearms, Bacon?
Yeah, marksmanship.
You are not taking aim.
Yeah, that's not. That's tough.
I'm sorry to say this.
If it was a single shot, I might argue for it, but with
Yeah.
multi-attack, definitely not.
Would be
Yeah.
7, 9, 10 damage.
Yep, should be 10 damage.
Roll.
Nice. So
Roll soak.
Yes.
yes,
Yes!
you incapped him.
Yes! Actually, this is
Connor.
bad. I lose my left testicle.
What do I do with another testicle, though?
So, next turn, Kevin, what do?
Finish him. We can't let this
I
monster
mean,
live.
I am
Do we?
incapacitated. Doesn't the berserk actually break?
The berserk breaks. You're incapped. You can heal or you can mumble more or less incoherently.
Fuck. He's not going to heal. He's going to mumble, I surrender. Or try to at least.
Uh-huh. He's gonna try and say something, Connor, but you don't have any idea what he's gonna try and say until he actually does. What do you wish to do? You could just finish him. It could all be over.
He's a monster.
Sadly, we need him for defending the city, even if he's a monster.
But defending the city is about saving the people, and look at what he did. There's an innocent person there you're sure would be alive if he hadn't slashed at them.
I think it would be following Connor's things to save this for later, where he would
And
make
he
would make it
he
an
surrender.
he
Well,
would make it an agenda to kill this man eventually.
But at the
Yeah.
same time, think of the collateral
It's a good-
damage to innocence. If you let him live, he might be more trouble than he's worth. You can always
Yeah,
make
but
more
that-
recruits that are less asshole.
I'm pretty.
How do you know
pretty
he won't touch the
careful.
people that survived? He's probably gonna come back and finish the job here. Do it, Bacon.
He's fucking
No,
crazy.
Yeah.
I'll let Bacon make his own mind up on it. But
Yeah. Just let Bacon decide. Don't push him.
It's my job
would
to push
realize-
him. I am the beast in this, remember? I tempt.
He would realize that even if he's a monster, sadly, he's someone capable and there's a lot of enemies to deal with. But he will talk
I am
with
disappointed.
Marcus to get away to controlling him more.
You do remember, Marcus told him to go all out.
That just meant subduing them, not killing everyone. You monster, how could you think that? By the way, still, I'm gonna need a conscience roll.
Oh yeah, I know. Difficulty?
8, as always.
Nope.
You
Oh,
feel
God.
bad. You might have fucked up a bit here. I mean, usually you don't give a fuck, but this time, this might be a bit too much, you know?
Too zealous about it. Yeah. A bit too much. I love this.
So how does Connor feel
so
about
sad.
this whole happening?
He will just take something, tie up Kevin, and try to help the surviving people.
Okay, do you have medicine?
Nope.
Guess
Okay,
who has?
give me a flat wits roll at called an 8 to attempt first aid.
He will spend 1 willpower.
Okay. You know,
Nice.
give me perception alertness at 6. You now know the name of Koedar, which might or might not be in some way tied to the Earthbound. And yeah, you're pretty sure that like 3 of the ones that are still alive they seem just broken. But 2, they seem damaged mentally in some way, but they might just recover with enough care and a fuck ton of high-grade psychiatric drugs.
What was the name again? I did not catch it very good.
Koedar. I'm gonna make the picture visible to you. There you go. Under the Earthbound Cult, which is my little folder for these cunts.
Oh,
So we're fighting
Wow.
Godzilla. We're fighting Godzilla. 10 out of 10.
Yay.
On lava.
Flaming
Floor is
Godzilla.
lava.
So,
Rawr,
you guys gotta
bitch.
continue down there?
Does this make Riadal King Kong or something?
No, you fucking cunt. That makes him Jane.
Yeah. He's not a slayer, so he cannot become King Kong.
So, Connor, make a conscience roll at 8.
Please succeed.
I have 3. Okay. Let's do it. Ah,
Wow.
You know, who gives a fuck if Kevin breaks a few eggs? You know, these people are broken anyway, and you have to cut away the rot, right? why did you even bother stopping him? I mean, what's the point? And, you know, I suggest that with that watch, you are actually willing to let Kevin do, to some extent at least, what needs to be done to stop the Earthbound. He's a necessary evil.
But
Yes.
I lose
I'm
humanity.
so sad right
You
now.
don't lose humanity,
You just-
but if Kevin fucks up badly enough and you don't stop it, then you might at that point.
Okay.
But you're willing to give him a pass up to a point, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, but here is a bad thing. He will never trust you ever again.
That's fine.
You
You
know,
trust nobody but Marcus, and he trusts nobody but Marcus. We're in a good team.
the air shimmers in front of you, and the werewolf steps out, places down the barrel, and then he pulls in a breath and just gags.
Can I heal now?
Sure, if you want, if you think the werewolf or Connor won't misunderstand.
He pulled. I mean, do I even understand that the werewolf came and I remember he had a bottle of boom boom.
Yeah, he has the boom boom. Right there.
You know, it takes you like a good 15-30 seconds, but after a moment your brain's like, wait a second. I know that edge of plastic barrel.
Yeah, spending a blood point, healing the in cup, spending a willpower, and just going to dash out of the house.
There's enough blood for you to heal there fully without spending willpower. You just need to spend a few turns.
Yeah, but the problem is the barrel with the boom boom.
I mean, the
He's
werewolf
not
hasn't pressed the detonator yet.
Connor
But
just
he's kind of
going-
suicidal.
are you right?
So
Yeah.
So-
the werewolf.
yeah, he's going to try and feed off the dead bodies that he just killed.
Uh-huh. The werewolf
You know,
doesn't
okay.
respond to Bacon's query. He's just like and just half blind, just trying to feel his way towards the staircase.
How much blood do I gain?
You can refill to full, heal, and refill to full again. You know, he eventually makes it, but he's choking. It's fucking horrible for him.
I'm guessing he's not being very quiet in any particular way.
No. It's like a dog trying to hack up a hairball. Like a cat would, but worse. So much worse in both ways.
I'll go and I'll be pretty close to him. Hey, you there?
He
All right.
doesn't even recognize you. He just half instinctively takes a swipe at you. It falls far short. You don't even need to dodge, but he's not even thinking.
Yeah.
He's choking and out of it.
Yeah,
I'll just let him choke for a bit.
He
Kevin.
eventually makes his way out of the window, leans half out of it, and you're not sure if he's still coughing or throwing up or what he's doing, but he's having a bad day.
Yep,
yeah.
that's a very bad day. That's a bad day look right there.
Kevin is just going to pick up his machete and casually walk up and out.
Yeah.
See you, Kevin. Everything go down all right down there?
Yeah, until Kevin starts rampaging and killing
Did you come up
everybody.
as well? I thought you were still down there helping people.
Yes. Dagon, you're helping people.
Oh, he was to Kevin. I thought he went downstairs.
No. Kevin came up.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
just downstairs helping people.
Okay,
Yeah.
you hear a thud as the werewolf falls out of the window, and you see him slowly making his way away from the house. The detonator is still clutched in his paw.
No, I was already going out, so
Yes.
I go over, and before he gets too far, I'm just gonna try and swipe the detonator from him real fast.
Yeah, he pulls it back, growls at you, and then his eyes focus on you, and you see that faint spark of recognition like a sick animal that's really fucked up and is just, just enough sanity left to not kill something that's at least theoretically a friend,
Alright, so I'm going to start trying to calm him down. It's alright. Nothing is going on. We managed to get them without needing the bomb. Use it later. Now what happened to you? Are you alright?
Failed! Burn it out! Burn it! That's what you get more or less.
Look, we can destroy the house after. We need to try and get whatever we can out of it first, though. Otherwise, we're in a worse position than before.
Do it. Now.
A little bit. We need to figure out what's going down. The other two were taking care of the situation down there.
Charisma
Don't
animal
press the
can
detonator.
at 8, please. Actually, down to 7 because of the mask.
Alright. I spent a willpower point.
Okay, you spend a willpower point.
Three successes.
He pulls the detonator back to his chest, and he's clenching it, but you can see that he's keeping the fingers far away from the actual trigger.
Alright. Set it off once we get everything done. If you need to back up
Set it
more-
off?
more- Not yet.
Do it! Do it!
A while. A little while.
Oh my
Alright.
god.
So
That's
once
one
we get back
figure
here,
puppy.
we can do it. Alright? So I'll be right back.
Let's just put it this way. If you were actually breathing, I might be making you roll some rolls, even if you were just
I
ordinary
know.
humies. Much less,
But we don't need
werewolves.
to breathe. We don't need to
Yep.
breathe. That's a good
I know
part
it's
of
great,
it.
right? So let's
Yeah.
get down here. Apparently
No.
Kevin's away. Connor,
Kevin,
we need to hurry.
Kevin is with the prisoner. He's keeping an eye out for
Go
him.
ahead.
He
Whatever.
knows
I'm
he
busy
can
with
investigate.
Connor. I'm busy with Connor. All right. Connor, we need to get these whatever's left in here out.
Yeah.
You know who the leaders were? Who's still around? We get
He
any
point-
prisoners or anything like
He
that?
points at the leaders and say the rest of them, some still alive. Maybe we can help them out. And I think I got the name of the creature, but I don't think it's a good idea to say his name.
Probably
write
not
for you
right
later.
now. In a little bit, once we're in a safer spot, and well, probably an unsafe spot, but you know what I mean. Let's grab the live people first. They're most important.
Well, Bacon can point
Hey.
out the ones that he thinks can be saved at least.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what we're doing.
Are you taking the ones that aren't savable-ish out? Or are you leaving
We're
them
going
to
to
get
take
blown up?
the ones that appeared to be the leaders out. Anyone that's dead, we're just leaving there.
The leaders are both dead, or at least the ones that were furthest gone.
He told me they're leaders, so I'm presuming they might have some kind of important documents or something
like
on
he-
them that we can search for.
Yeah, you can search for them, but they are shot dead, essentially, so you would be searching them
I
for
know.
stuff.
Yeah, that's the idea. Take the ones that can live, bring them up. The ones that might have stuff on them, bring them up so we can search them.
Yep. Okay.
Sure, they get pretty far away. After that, I don't think anyone else is available. They're just all dead, right?
Yes, there are 5 people that are alive. 3 of them are a quarter or a step away from vegetables, essentially. They're ranting incoherently at best. 2 of them are
I had-
semi-functional but still fucked up, and the rest are just dead.
So I'll go back to full when I'm going to get the dead body. Just go up to full.
Uh-huh. And I'm assuming you're buffing your strength to like a 3 or 4, if you hadn't already.
I had I already buffed it up to 6.
Oh,
personally.
yes. So you did. then yes, you can easily grab. Hell, you could probably manage 2 bodies. You'll just have
that's
to
what I
make sure
figured.
to maneuver the stairs carefully.
Yep.
So yeah, it takes a little time because the stairs are narrow, but yeah, you drag anything that you think might be useful outside.
And there wasn't anything in the house itself. Already investigated that, so just bring
Yeah.
them out, up and out, and away from everything. Just like basically into the fields over here. Might as well keep everyone fairly together. Then once we're done with that, before investigating or anything else, go over to the werewolf and tell him, well, I'm going to start running away from it, but boom time is go.
Kevin, just get the prisoner and run.
The werewolf has no idea where the minimum safe distance is. Not in his state anyway. You hear a howl, and somehow you pick out the words Allahu Akbar in there. Apparently he has a sense of humor. And then you feel the ground rumble.
I mean, it was in the basement.
Yes, and that
That
would
just means
deflect
most of
of
the force is
the...
upwards.
Yes.
So that doesn't stop the force itself.
Give me
Oh,
Dex
yeah.
Athletics. All of you. And tell me how many bodies you're carrying as you're running. And
Well,
say,
I had made sure that they were just really far, the ones that we had, and made sure that they were deep into the fields
Yep.
over here.
Okay.
The prisoner, as soon as he got out, he basically picked up the prisoner and just went to run because he doesn't like the explosive there.
You
Before-
said that after Marcus said that thing, so I'm assuming that that was a reaction to hearing that still. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
I
I,
only have the prisoner, so
Yeah.
the
Okay.
reason I made sure they were just as far as I could reasonably go for a safe distance was because I knew Marcus would have to run immediately on telling him he was good. Because, I figured he'd be very trigger happy.
Yep. So, yes. First of all.
So, if it's alright, I'll buff my stamina by 3, but that's all I'm gonna do.
Let's see, first of all. Okay, mostly useless trash in there. Good. Now then. You know what? Let's roll this secretly to get an idea. Okay, all the glorious vampires running in every direction. Give me your soak rolls.
what? You said athletic roll.
I'm gonna assume that you have a good lead. We're not talking about a lot of damage, but there's shrapnel flying.
Yep.
And this is werewolf soak.
People on the ground are, in theory, even better off than we should be, so...
Yeah, you are the closest epic, so I would say you take 1 lethal. And, the werewolf, you see him hobbling and then slowly straighten, coming out of the flames and flying shrapnel as he's regenerating. Doing the Terminator
What a
walk.
boss.
Oh,
What a
yes.
fucking boss.
But yeah, he's
Yeah.
badly ripped up. You're pretty sure you see a few things that will leave faint scars even.
that's... You know what would be most unfortunate? It wouldn't happen that he somehow ended up with some silver in that, would he?
No, the family probably, they'd spare time to get the really valuable stuff out. Grandma's silverware would have gone out.
No, I was actually talking about the Camarilla bomb.
He's
Yeah.
not stupid. He can feel it.
That is a good point. They can feel it,
Yeah.
if I remember right. So,
They can smell it, for fuck's sake.
I mean, it's like they feel the burn once they get close.
yep. You have to admit, that would have been hilarious in a way, though.
Yes,
That
it
was a
would.
possibility.
Yes, it is.
All right, it's gone now.
Yep.
Weird. I still smell corruption. Sniffs at you. Oh, right.
Yeah, probably. Well, I think that handled it pretty well.
Yeah,
Suppose the
the
only thing
police
left is
has
the-
been well trained in this town, but you still hear sirens faintly in the distance because you can't pretend you never received this report.
I mean, we are already far gone. It doesn't.
Yeah, so, yeah, we'll just start getting out of here.
I
See ya.
was already-
Tell us if anything happens.
Wait,
I mean,
I'm coming with.
Yeah? Sure.
like, Kevin with the Predator is like already far.
Yep.
Are you using
you know what?
celerity?
No, but I am
I-
buffed.
I
You
do
are
have a
literally-
dex specialty. I am swift.
So yeah, you have a good
mean-
lead on them, but they can see you in the distance on the road. Same for Connor.
Yeah. Well.
Unless
fine.
you are deliberately trying to lose them, in which case, sure, you can try to, but that's an asshole move.
No, he's not going to. He's just just going away from the boom boom.
Alright, so, you have your prisoners. Where do you take them?
We take them off to Neverland.
So
or more
school.
accurately, yeah.
It's already exposed. How bad can it be?
You
Well,
know,
to be fair, I'm not going to keep him there.
it
I already
takes
know
about
exactly what I'm-
45 minutes to cast the booster ritual steal. That's how bad it could be.
Yep.
Oh.
So, before the night is out, I'm actually going to get in contact with the herd.
Uh-huh. Well, you...
I'm going to see about, integrating these new possible members into the cult. Or rather, we have some people, they really need some help. And if you can just, watch over them or anything like that while they try and get back together, that would help a ton.
Oh, you, like, essentially the cultists you captured, the damaged ones?
Yes. We're going to heal them.
And
Um,
treat them.
You
give them
currently
care.
have... you have 2 dots in that. Roll those 2 dots at difficulty 4 to see if they can handle that without any problems cropping up that need your attention. If they can handle it on their own, essentially. Yep. Yeah, they seem confident. One of the women used to be a nurse at one point in a mental institution. She knows what needs to be done.
Yes! 4 more possible members later on.
5. Theoretically, but 3 of
5.
them are semi-catatonic. They're, yeah.
Yeah.
So really 2.
Yeah. But if
He
Riedel ever gets
tried.
back, he can heal
He
them.
tried.
Yes, but they have to be sane enough to willingly accept a pact.
They already were about to. So, hey,
Well, that doesn't count
well.
as a pact, and that's the thing. They have to be aware to consciously say, yes, that's the problem. 2 of them are
That's
that
true.
sane. 3
we'll
of
just have
them
to see how it
aren't.
goes.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just opening the possibility for it.
Mhm.
So,
Do you look
Yeah.
over what the dead bodies and they have on them before you hand them off?
yeah.
Well, then
Of
give
course,
me
the dead
a
bodies
perception investigation. Others can aid, but one of you needs to take the lead. So, who's
So
the
I
lead?
think we can actually take our time this time. Does that give any kind of bonus?
Well, how much time are you taking?
We'll take at least a good hour or 2 to try and go over it. We're basically going to finish up the night. So,
Okay, in that case, sure, I'll lower the difficulty by 2 to a 4.
aid me in investigating bodies.
And my
Boo,
buff
Epic,
goes
you
up.
forgot. Connor had 7 dice instead of 6. Non-min-maxed enough.
Ah, it's fine.
Yeah,
And-
I'm not rolling.
No? Okay. Daniel, this
Connor.
is happening at the school, so you can help with this if you wish, without breaking your rest.
What do I exactly roll? Just
Perception.
Perception investigation,
Yep.
if you have it.
I have 2 dice. Let's not fuck you guys up.
Yeah,
if
I will
can.
help with that. Have
Okay.
some dice. What difficulty? 6?
4. You're taking your time and difficulty goes down as a result. Okay, that's a total of 6 successes. All the guys from downstairs seem to have much the same stuff. It's like amulets, symbols, etc. The one upstairs was apparently a fully initiated one into the next tier. He has the basic stuff and some additional crap. More or less. It's, like, essentially you have a in-depth understanding now of what the first 2 tiers of the cult, what their symbology looks like, and you know what to look for, which will make it easier to look for them in a crowd.
Yay.
And, get a better idea as to exactly how far along they are from that. Other than that, they are dressed much like ordinary people would be. It's apparently the scrub tier were in the process of becoming non-scrub tier cultists.
Okay. So once we're all finished with that, I will go up to Connor. And I will tell him, so, as you can see, it appears that the thing we are facing sacrifices entire rooms of people to try and control a few. I think that puts us in a pretty good way as far as being the good guys.
I mean, Law of the Jungle, 30% success rate is great for sifting out the weak.
Yeah.
So, Connor, I think you're on our side, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Kevin is going to try and whisper into Marcus' ear. That guy shot me on the back of the head. I don't trust him.
All right. That is unfortunate. But for now, we must work together.
If we ever go around, he's going in front. I'm not going in front.
He's better at shooting than he is at, and you're much better at swinging that thing. Sorry, but
He will.
I think your position is best at front.
Well, Kevin
Yeah, but
is
my head
deeply
disagrees.
Kevin is deeply pissed, but Marcus has the mask, so I'll call that a charisma leadership roll of 7. Going down from base of 8, honestly, to see how convincing you are with your arguments. Because, yeah, that sounds like the kind of situation where you would roll to see how convincing you are.
Was it
A
empathy
lot
or
of
Leadership.
subterfuge?
This is actually
Leadership.
yeah. You are trying
Oh,
to teamwork this bullshit.
We're teamworking this bullshit.
It's
Uh,
too much bullshit.
You know what? To keep teamwork going well, I kind of feel like spending another willpower point, actually.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll go with that and spend another willpower point.
Alrighty. Riadal makes pact with Connor, gives him a token gift, and raises his humanity with everything he can
And
spare.
Do it.
Smooth talker as my charisma.
So
How
that
strong is it?
it's a total of 4. So
Yep,
he's
total of 4.
he's
Yeah.
he's like a fucking fate healer talking to a fresh convert. You're not quite indoctrinated, but damn is he convincing when he's standing in front of you. That doesn't mean you
Yeah.
can't change your mind later, though. It's like you believe him in the moment. He's convincing on that scene, right?
So so I cannot talk back to him about that at all.
I mean, you feel like
I
he
see.
makes a lot of sense. You can raise your concerns
You're
and
still a
talk back, but
player.
yeah.
Yeah. But I am
Um,
being very convincing in that Yeah, we need to really try and work together to the maximum potential we can actually do,
Yes.
you know?
I agree.
So, you being in the front just makes the most sense. Otherwise, we end up just decreasing our combat potential.
You know,
Yes.
in the meantime, I'm
I
gonna pick
agree.
one
I'm glad you
second-tier
agree.
cultist down for the Earthbound. Congratulations. You got one actual legit cultist.
And
You'll win in no time at this rate.
Dude, we're
I-
doing what we can, and actually we're doing pretty good now that we know how they're
you
made.
you are not doing horribly, yes.
I'll admit, we're not,
Um,
killing swaths of them yet, but we're getting there. Sadly, we don't have too much time for it, but hey.
Kevin is like, I agree. It is best for me to be in the front. But my head wants to make a counter argument.
Well, can your head make the counter argument?
Turns
Wow.
around,
Rude.
shows the bullets,
You already healed it.
shows specifically where it hit him. He doesn't care if it is healed.
Don't hear it talking.
Yeah,
Just
that sounds like Kevin might interpret that as malicious taunts. And you're a Bruja, so that's a frenzy check at 6. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
he's throwing his like. If you didn't call it, he will be like he throws his hats in the air, just stomps off angrily.
Sorry,
That-
Marcus is logical and reasonable. Doesn't care about the fact that he got shot for, nothing.
So at 6,
Yes.
and I
Steal.
cannot even spend willpower even if I want to.
That's right.
Well, Gehenna hasn't started yet, so...
No, that's actually part of his
It's,
weakness.
I
it's
know.
a Bruja thing.
But we've usually allowed it for Bruja, except until Gehenna starts. But he fails anyway. Okay, you're proper fucked. Kevin might just kill Marcus.
I have a turn.
You have a turn. You can just go running away with celerity and take it out on some desks.
should do
Yes. Yes.
Okay?
Desks will die.
So
I
after
think
he
none of
runs
them
away, Marcus turns to Connor and says, "I'm not sure he realizes that just makes my argument more valid."
Wow.
Okay.
If Kevin was near and he heard that I think it will just be auto fail frenzy kill everything mode.
You know, you're already in friend. Are you spending celerity to run away?
He did. That's what
Yeah.
he said.
Yeah.
Okay.
I specifically did it because I wouldn't want to kill Marcus.
Uh-huh.
I would gladly kill Connor.
Yep. So, the night ticks over because, well, I want to end this on a high note. And
that was a good note.
Yeah.
when you wake Marcus, well, you hear a familiar voice in your head, though it's strangely changed. Marcus, I'm gonna meet you
Sup?
at the school.
All right, we've had lots of stuff happen actually. So
Yeah, me too. So,
all right.
when-
Well, I'll see you there. Been having a couple of them guard the place. Also, it's probably like totally been exposed. Hoping to use it as a trap, though.
Wait, are you leaving Connor and Kevin together?
Yes,
to guard
he's
me?
doing. Apparently, he's doing that.
To be fair, it was just because it was going so fast. I did want to see about getting you guys your own little place.
But yeah, the
But-
confrontation more or less happened more or less at the morning, and by the time he's out
Yeah.
of frenzy, it's for one more
Yeah,
night.
yeah.
Yes.
I just figured
But,
there
yeah.
wasn't quite enough time to really try and do
But
it. So.
for the grand reveal, when you gather, let me just show you Riadal's new picture.
Yes,
Brave.
yes. No one is going to take him seriously now.
Marcus
You know-
doesn't seem. Marcus does not seem
Marcus never-
disturbed in any way.
You know, the body language
I
is
mean-
that of an older, confident man, and he has the most emo / rocker teenager look ever.
By the way, I would like to point out our pictures actually look like they could possibly be in the same family.
Sure.
No, they actually.
But yeah, the actual conversation with him, we're gonna start with that next session, and we're gonna wrap it up here. So,
All right.
Yeah.
I think I will give you a story advancement point because, well, killed cultists, did good things.
We learned that they're literally sacrificing people to get other
Yeah,
cultists. up
you
to
have the
more-
Earthbound Celestial name, etc., etc. Progress.
got progress. I have
Uh,
path rating.
In terms of sheer awesomeness, Connor stands out the most, I guess. But
I'd say
Kevin
Marcus
does.
did a lot too.
But
Yeah, to be fair, it's Connor based on dice because he one-tapped. I can't see anything.
it's not just that; it's that entire, going screaming in their madman. Just that whole SWAT moment from start to finish. That was for both of them a very awesome moment, honestly. And
Yeah.
I mean, Marcus appeared to have basically killed some kind of weird
that was good too.
uh,
Yes.
dimensional creature just by himself, basically. So.
That was
yeah.
pretty good too, yes.
Yeah.
Not only that,
it was.
giving what was left of the people, I'd say both me and Bacon did really awesome in general, personally. You also did pretty good, Steel, but it was basically going in
Yeah.
as a rampaging monster.
I mean,
I
he
mean, that's
did
what this
kinda
game is
ask
all
me.
about.
Yeah, I
Sabbat
know.
would be proud. He hasn't made a pact
Oh, yeah.
yet. Carlos might be just happy enough to have him, given his skills.
And when he joins the Sabbat, his nature changes to sociopath. Wait, what?
Interesting.
Still, no one would detect that change.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, so I do think me and Bacon had the most role-playing / awesome moments.
I can agree
General.
with that.
Yeah. I can agree with that.
Also, still, I don't understand why you aren't using meta-wise the demon knives, because they have not only lowered difficulty to attack, although that's less important to you, but they have lower damage rolls as well, slightly.
He doesn't know, so he wouldn't use something he doesn't know.
Okay, sure.
I know
So-
the knives out of character. He doesn't. He
Yeah.
doesn't
Here's a
trust
question though. If he cuts himself so the knife has easier time hitting and uses Berserker, what is it then?
It wouldn't
well,
stack
it's
past
doesn't
3.
matter.
It's easier
Okay.
damage.
But these
Pretty
knives
much.
don't take a blood sacrifice. It's the earthbound ones that do, and they have a bigger debuff on difficulty and damage.
Yep.
Like, if
Wait,
one
so-
of you used that difficulty 3 on damage and -4 on difficulty to hit on minimum of 3, I mean, think about it.
So wait,
Pretty good.
which knives?
The bronze
We have
ones the
knives and,
cultists carry
Yeah.
are the bad ones. And they might corrupt you and give you a thing. Actually, before we finish, one last thing. Did Kevin actually say Connor, did Connor say Koedar's name out loud?
No.
Nope.
No. He said
Oh.
we will go to a different spot.
Yeah, I just
You know,
wondered
all
if
that-
once you got to the school you
Mark's
actually
name.
did say it.
No,
Nope,
he
not
would
yet.
try to-
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I will fuck you with that later. Alrighty then.
Yep.
So,
We haven't said it yet. So
Connor,
Yeah, no
lesson
one says
learned.
Sometimes you have to use the evil to fight the bigger evil.
I'm
In this
tempted to make
case,
you roll a conscience roll just for that. Oh, if
I
you were
mean,
at 8, I would.
He did fail, and you did justify it with that. So
Yeah, I mean that's just going in line with what is.
Yeah. Like, yeah,
Rush
if he
was,
had gone up to 8 and he had still chosen to leave Steel's character alive, I might have made him roll the generation on that decision, simply due to, like, this will inevitably lead to harm through accident or inaction or not taking the shot when you had the chance kind of thing. Because Steel's
Yep,
gonna go
totally.
berserk again. That's gonna happen. There's no fucking way.
he will. The thing is, how often will he go?
It doesn't matter. Innocents will get hurt by
Yeah.
you.
Quite possibly, yes.
No, it will happen
Quite
if you
likely.
keep living. No, there's
Yep.
no way.
You
So-
are not a good person.
Marcus,
Of course he isn't.
lessons learned.
Lessons learned? Why, he has learned a very good lesson. That apparently the many cultists we've been finding have actually had about, like, there was 2 out of 10, so like a 1 in 5.
Those were the
Yeah.
ones that were far enough gone for the corruption to have taken hold. You don't know how long it was going to continue or how many of those that were still alive would,
Yep.
be converted, but it looks like good 2 or 3 of them were already dead by the time you got there.
Yeah, so, they're just killing quite a few people in exchange for getting better cultists. Good to know. They have been committing very much mass murder on a pretty massive scale.
I mean, it's not even
Yes.
better cultists by that much. It's mostly the control and fanatic loyalty.
Yes, I'm aware.
Yes.
They're not even really better. They're just, yay, fanatics.
I mean, they're better by like 1 dot in melee kind of thing. It's not a huge difference.
Yay. But yes, good to learn that. It gives me more ammo against them.
I mean, this is a pretty sordid thing, yes. It's not a good thing that's living under the city, no.
When do we get good things living under our cities?
I
Just
mean,
once.
Bob's left, so not for a while. And that's if he comes back. I mean, Jackal might take to the sewers if we disfigure his face enough. Be like all Quasimodo, like, don't look at me, I'm horrid.
Uh,
But someone needs
know what,
flesh
that just
crafting
makes
for
me-
that.
I'll be blunt, that kind of makes me want to play a Nosferatu and be the good thing living underneath the city. Go flip a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle on the city.
And then
Oh
one
my
day
God.
you walk into a chamber and you see eggs. And 2 mimics look up at you. You're all alone. Oh.
I call upon my friendly neighborhood alligator friend. He is a giant and he will eat them.
You think?
Alligator with the stats I'm using, which is essentially semi-freshly ghouled ones, it would slow them down, but it wouldn't win. It would give you the chance to escape, probably.
I then bring my other friends, the rats.
That might help, if there was enough of them.
Termites. Would termites work very well against?
I would say
You
that
can't just
beckoning
swarm
wouldn't work on that.
Damn it.
Yeah. Essentially, it needs to be a creature with at least some brains. So, mice, rodents, etc. would probably be the smallest you can reasonably do.
Yep. I mean, they do it kind of, but it's supposed to be like super rare and requires like combo disciplines and
Yeah,
stuff.
it's like a merit to command a swarm of smaller things, so yeah.
Yeah, there's ways to do it. It is
Okay.
possible, but it's not.
So, Danny, lesson learned.
Well, I haven't been doing much today, but since this was this kind of a resting period, I guess what one thing with Danny would learn is sticks and stones may break your bones, but holy fuck, don't mess with werewolf claws.
Sure.
You learned that this session? Huh.
You know what? He fought them before. He didn't get hurt.
Here's the thing, though. Like, I fought them before, but it didn't really hurt me this much. It was just now that I realized that I really can't do a lot of shit because I could die. I couldn't help against the Mimic, couldn't go invade with you guys.
Yeah, I don't think he got hurt previously. He used
Yes,
a silver
he didn't
knife
because
and he had a situational advantage.
Yep.
So, Kevin, lesson
He just
learned.
gave. Kevin. Well, Connor is a fucking traitor. There is a reason Kevin looks for himself, and he's not trusting Connor, even though Marcus is fucking persuasive, and he would like to believe he can work
You
together.
know, all of that is good, but there's at least 3 or 4 lessons in there, and can need you to pick one. That's the most important to your character.
My character.
Yes.
So, yeah. Connor is a fucking traitor.
Okay. Him and his humanity, grumble, grumble, grumble. Riedal is so raising Kevin's humanity to 8.
Why not do it? Why 8? Why can't we go higher?
Only 10 free freebies per faith.
Yep.
You know, with you, as his selfless act of sacrifice, he might just give you a second gift just to raise your conscience and humanity through the roof.
So he will be like, here, have a lot of humanity, and with me like, here, let's try and retain your humanity as you live through people.
Yeah, no, at that point, I would force you to rethink your choices when to pop the berserk.
Oh yeah. Of course. I mean,
Okay.
he's already having it in the
So-
back of his mind, but
So, to wrap this up, we need to... First of all, let's go around and make arguments for nature willpower regains. Connor.
When I just fought against the werewolf, just full auto him, that would count for True Seeker?
Let's see. Anytime you succeed at a dangerous task that you have deliberately undertaken. I would say that the sequence in the basement with the cultists counts, especially since you popped Kevin in the head so nicely by your own choice. But the werewolf,
Yes.
you kind of walked into that without meaning to.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
he did not succeed at that, so
yeah.
I mean, you lived after shooting a werewolf in the face, so...
yeah.
That's kind of a success.
Yeah. But he
Yeah,
could
but you
get one
didn't-
for the cultists.
Cultists make a ton of sense, though. Particularly
Yeah.
Kevin.
So,
That I agree with because he
Marcus.
Marcus will continue to go on, particularly because, well, things are just still
No.
turning up.
For nature
What?
first.
Oh, nature's first. Oh, in that case, the handling of the mimic and the injured parties from the cult. Besides that, just sending the other two in to deal with things, being the main fighters. Those were my arguments.
I like the sending the injured cultists to the herd because that's a good 1-2 strike. Because you're like rescuing people, exposing Koedar's cult, etc.
Yep.
elaborate on the mimic fight a bit more.
Only specifically of, making it not get us immediately, getting the main people out of its way. And then, cloaking it in darkness to prevent it from really trying to damage other people, and then killing it with fire.
Okay? Sure. I'll allow both of those to count then.
Okay, I don't even need the reason to go on. I'll go with one anyway, but
Yeah.
I don't need it anymore.
Danny. Did Gallant
I don't
kick
have
in?
any argument. No.
But you played the little bitch so well. Everyone appreciated your performance.
Fuck you.
To be fair, Demi, I'm sorry, but we just don't got much time to really try and let you heal without doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I know. I know, it's totally okay. I mean, I'm just gonna probably heal these two and go back to fucking action.
Alright.
Mm-hmm. And Kevin, arguments for nature willpower gain.
Yes. So,
Okay.
my effort
Yeah.
for cleaving through people that eventually led to me getting one tapped actually benefited the group on the expense of the Earthbound occult.
Well, the problem is that you regain willpower when your self-centered disposition leads you to profit, materially or otherwise. Essentially, well, your self-centered nature didn't really lead to it, it was you berserking. And it was helping the group rather than yourself. You would need a more team-oriented nature to really gain willpower through that.
I mean, I could
Oh.
argue for it if he managed to really benefit himself as well as the team.
Yes, then it...
He didn't really come out with any, he didn't come out with anything for himself in any real way.
Yeah, I will agree with that.
Any other arguments for nature?
The werewolf thing. Back when he was, he heard the voice from Connor, yet he just stood his ground against the werewolf and actually remembered how people die if they confront them on a battle. Just played cool.
I don't know how self-centered that was or anything.
He is.
I mean, it did
He
sound
wanted
like
to
Connor was
hide.
dying horribly to some extent, but at the same time,
Ah.
you immediately after learned that these were friendly werewolves, so it kind of defeats the purpose of, I've being, self-centered is the right way to go. I've confirmed how the world works for myself,
I mean,
At
I
that
understand you had an instant of it, but you didn't really have anything to really back it up, and if anything, it
Yeah,
fell through almost immediately.
yeah, like the
so-
situation essentially kind of yanked it out from under you pretty much immediately, so yeah.
And another similar situation that it went as more as expected, aka he died and you didn't. Yes, that would have counted 100%, but yeah, it was pretty obvious pretty quick they weren't actually trying to kill you or anything like that, so...
Zalai was up there, he screamed and he just played cool. But yeah, it was revealed later that they were friendly, but it's
It was
fine if I don't
almost
get any.
immediate, basically.
Yeah.
At the very least, they weren't really hostile, so...
Like, as soon as you actually saw it, it pretty much from the very start you could see that it wasn't acting as something that's rampaging to kill you. It was something that's, trying not to provoke a fight, essentially.
Yeah, you got that awesome success on that, too, so...
Yeah.
I can't really think of a way to spin that to be really a willpower point.
I was going to do that thing either way, but I wanted to roll because it felt like I should roll at least.
That's fine, but yeah, I think we just have to...
Yeah.
Well, I think me and him really agree that
Yeah.
that's not really a willpower point just because of how the situation was. It was
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
similar to a situation that could have gotten you one, but it wasn't quite.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if they turned out to be hostile werewolves and they didn't find you because you didn't rush to help your ally, then definitely. 100%.
100%. Yep.
Hell, you would get more than one at that point. Once you found Connor's torn up body.
I mean, if he does find it, he won't cry over it.
Connor
But
cares
yeah,
about
hey,
every
I-
living thing. He would cry over your
I mean-
body.
I mean, eye for an eye, bitch. I'm sorry. Eye for an eye.
That's fine. We know.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I don't think there was a situation that really benefited
Yeah.
Okay,
particularly
so-
this session.
Courage to go on. Bacon, Connor.
Destroying the sacrifice itself for the demon and saving the people that was there.
Mm-hmm. Sure. That works. Marcus.
Marcus is getting his reason to continue to go on is that he is not only helping build something of a real cult for his master. Well, real, but hey, whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
He's also managing to continue to make small shots at the other one.
Sure.
This is all really great stuff and is making sense in his world.
Yeah. Don't worry. Riadal came back with some new lores. He got an experience stick. NPCs advanced. He has shiny
Yay!
eyes. So he has a surprise.
As long as we like surprises, that's all.
Danny, what gives you the courage to go on?
What gives me the courage to go on is that after I heal up, at least a little bit, I'm gonna go and wreck some ass and actually do something useful.
Uh-huh. But how does that jibe with your nature and the fact that you were forced to sit out an awesome opportunity to show off?
That's when I actually prove myself the next time.
It's like, this is why I need to recover. Fuck me. Recover as quickly as possible.
Yep. Get back into action, prove that I'm a fucking badass. Let's go.
Alrighty, and Kevin.
What gives him the courage to go on?
Mm-hmm.
The prospect of seeing the traitor getting just ashed by someone.
Cunt.
Okay, that's
He's
legitimate. You get willpower for that. So, I think that wraps it up. It's 5 XP for Marcus and Connor, and 4 to Kevin and Danny. Does anyone wish to up any disciplines, any abilities, anything really?
Alright.
Let me.
You could certainly justify taking a celerity point, Kevin.
Or an intimidation.
Maybe. But celerity definitely. You will use that enough. Just let me know what you want to take.
Could I up my... actually, let me check.
Oh, by the way, how much XP I got?
5 for this one.
Yeah, could I up my athletics up to 4?
You've used it to dodge more or less, right? On occasion.
Yeah, basically a lot of fucking dodging.
Fucking scrub, sure.
Love you.
What does obfuscate 3 do?
It allows you to fake someone else's face.
Oh,
Yeah.
Demi,
Okay,
what
thank
was
you.
the 1-point enemy? Remind me.
Shit, now I forgot as well.
It's horror. It's basically somebody much weaker than.
No, who specifically?
Oh,
Because I don't remember if it's someone that got killed or if it's Firepaw or, you know.
I'm not sure. I can't remember. I know we did this
Is-
before, but I can't fucking remember.
It's Firepaw, the one that attacked him, or the one that was playing?
The one that dueled with him.
It is Firepaw. He's the one that holds a grudge.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you want to still keep that one then. Like, do I still keep the enemy? Probably do.
A lot of werewolves got killed. Roll me a luck die to see if he was one of them.
1d10?
Yep.
Oh.
That is, I'm gonna say, enough. Because more than half of them got shanked.
Okay, so it's off.
Yeah, like even if it wasn't Firepower originally, fuck it. They're probably dead anyway by this point. The list of NPCs grows thin.
Yes.
oh yeah. I need an opinion here, actually.
Yes.
I want to upgrade more of my social stuff. I'm torn on to do empathy, intimidation, leadership, or subterfuge.
You can take
don't feel like
Charisma
I've used-
up and ask Riadal to reassign the pact.
Right.
If you have enough XP.
So
That's-
you have 8 on that, and that would leave me 2 XP for possibly something later.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'll see about doing that then.
Yeah. And, you know, you've gotten good enough at it that, like, you feel the power of the faith in a way. You've been, you know, with Riadal long enough that, like, you feel that the energy that's going into amplifying that is not being used to its full potential once you do that. Like that, you would be at 6 if you weren't limited by stat levels, essentially.
Oh.
I mean, hey, maybe some demon that has the emotion lore and forge can make you another artifact that lets you bypass that, right? For one stat.
Mm-hmm. Actually, yes.
By the way, I've yet to actually hit 100 XP.
Wow. Anyone else taking anything? Steel.
Can how much is to raise attributes?
4 times current level.
Yep.
There are no attributes. Could I get empathy to unlock it?
I don't think so. You're a frotting madman that doesn't care for human life.
Right? I could. So I only used animal can once, so I don't think that will count.
Probably not with just one use, not at level 2. You would need to use
how
at
about-
least once more in a significant way, I'd say.
How about stealth?
Sure, you can up stealth, I think.
Yeah, like a second dot of stealth, then I have like 5 left to put into celerity.
That works,
Or
you can do
potence.
that.
I mean, I know I haven't actively used potence, but it's just strength, so don't know.
Honestly, I think celerity fits better, and at level 2, you can dodge bullets at 8 even if you're far away.
At 8?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah.
you can try and dodge even if you're outside point blank range.
Let me type it down. So, -5, level 2 severity.
And Bacon.
Nothing, but Connor would
Oh,
ask Marcus for teaching the shadow stuff that he said before that he would need to learn.
Alright. He wants to learn shadow play. Saw an example of it. It turned a room completely black.
I mean, you don't have a cult, Bacon, remember? The roll for that will suck until you can properly study the magics involved.
Yeah, but he doesn't know yet, so we'll probably start
you
learning
can
about
ask.
from Marcus.
Like, you can figure out that you don't have all the things that you need to be really good at it.
It should
Once
be
you
pretty
start,
obvious.
yeah,
as I'm
like once you
teaching it.
start talking with Marcus, like you need to understand what you're reaching for. Like you need to have a idea of what you're actually, doing to focus in on it properly. But yeah, it will be obvious that once you talk to Marcus for like 15 minutes that, you can work at it, but it's gonna take some work for you. And time, more importantly. So it's up to you. You
Sounds
can
good.
start learning, and the first level doesn't require a roll and could be useful.
Yep. I actually have a bit of a question, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Just having to do with vampires and stuff on how you want to do it. Because technically, he's already gotten my blood in his system. I'm his sire. Should he
Yeah,
need to take another blood to
not
try
with
and learn?
as recently as you turned him. After a
All
month or
right.
two, maybe, but not yet.
Okay. I just wanted to check on your
If
opinion on that. So,
it lingers for a while, it's fine.
What? My character will probably try to learn Obfuscate next.
Well, you need to find a willing teacher. I'm pretty sure Connor isn't one.
I'm a willing teacher if that's what you want to
Like,
do.
like
Don't worry,
he
he'll
already
teach
has
you.
2 blood of Marcus, and if at or like the next day he's going to have 3, so he's be bound to him. So
Yeah,
Might as well,
Mar,
right?
Mar,
you can
yeah,
start learning the basics. It's essentially like the book
yeah,
recommends as much in-game time as it takes for, essentially you acquire enough XP to actually take it. So it'll take about 3 sessions to get level 1 for sure, depending
yeah.
on how much,
I have
in-game
no,
time passes.
I have no XP to spend on it. So if we just say in the free time he's spending with Marcus learning the basic of Obfuscate until I get the
Dude,
experience,
what
it
free
actually makes
time?
sense.
You pretty much account for every hour and every day. You all feel that you're on the clock, I think.
Yeah.
So he wouldn't attempt Obfuscate, but
I mean, the werewolves already
has
informed us we're on a clock. We just think we're on a much
yes.
longer clock than we think we have.
You know that fucker
He
is
would
was is planning to go viral. Once he does that, once he starts having a fuck ton of these things in other cities, no less, as well. Yeah, at that point he will have a virtually infinite supply of faith. At which point he can break whatever defenses remain like a twig. So it's pretty obvious that you're
Yeah.
running out of time.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm gonna
Like-
stop the recording and stream there, and we can wrap it up here.